I'm mad about
I was
this.
proud of you. I was proud of you. I was also shocked they announced this.
Yeah, I mean the Tony, and if anybody doesn't know, like WWE's doing like a roast of WrestleMania with the Puerto Rico is trash guy, the Tony Hinchcliffe Kill Tony guy. Lamest.
Did anybody watch this?
Yeah, like lamest, unfunniest shit ever. They're actually not televising this. I didn't even realize this, but they're not televising
because nobody's gonna tune in for some shit after watching
18 hours of wrestling.
Could watch, but if you start Monday, you could watch Raw, NXT,
Evolve on Wednesdays. Thursdays probably gonna have something. Friday, SmackDown,
3 hours.
And then there's something in the morning on Saturday
morning is NXT Stand and Deliver. WrestleMania Night 1 is that night.
5 hours.
Yep. Sunday is WrestleMania Night
5 hours.
Another 5 hours.
And then SmackDown is back on the next day.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is like, you know what? Oh, yeah, sorry. Raw's back on the next day. And you're like, you know what? I want to see some jokes about this. Presumably you haven't been like scrolling social media and seen 4,000 jokes that will be repeated by these guys.
Yeah.
But I don't need these jokes repeated to me by Kill Tony. And,
it's such a like, I mean, you said it. It's like, feels really like a byproduct of the
TKO endeavor. Yeah. I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that wasn't going to seep into the internal politics of what WWE was doing.
Yep.
That's like Kill Tony's one of their biggest partners. He does UFC shit. Obviously, he's going to be doing this shit. They're going to be tightly in bed. I'm not going to be delusional to think that wasn't going to happen. I just think that it's like there's a hard line between like, hey, you guys have Puerto Rican people who work for you guys. How does that make them feel? That's kind of fucked up.
My hope is that the wrestling community, even though it's getting, still getting bigger and bigger, is still pretty like on the OG level, pretty insular. Yeah, and like is gonna like,
and that's why no one's really gonna make a big stink about it, other than like people inside of it. And, and even then, the amount of progressive pro wrestling fans is like so small.
Yeah,
like I know there's like a progressive, it's a progressive thing to watch and be part of. I think a large part of the fans are, but a large part of them are not.
Yeah, I mean it's like the NBA.
Like not
the NBA is the woke league, but you're at like if you take 20 people, like they're not all going to be like blue hairs.
Exactly. Like they're not going to blue hairs. It's crazy. They're not going to they're like a lot of people
I had pink hair 8 years ago.
Shout out to me. They're going to take it at what it is. And I think that's kind of where I lean at it too. It's like, okay, so if I don't watch it no more, I'm not fucking watching AEW and I'm not fucking watching New Japan. So like, you just want to stop watching it altogether? I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. What is your alternative?
I don't have one.
Yeah. You might as well just.
I don't have one. It's like it's fucked up. Like but there's people who watch NFL who are saying like this Kill Tony shit's fucked up. And I'm just like, well, I mean, at
a certain point, what can you do?
Yeah, we're in this world now, and this is what it is. And we
live in a conservative country.
We do. I said this on the A show. We live in a conservative country. That's just what we got to come to terms with. And it reminds me of 2004, and that's what I said on the show. And I lived through 2004. This was post 9/11. Now we're in a different type of tragedy, which is post-COVID, and we're seeing the effects of people going fucking crazy over that for 3 years over our lives. So,